Hey there, how's it going? It's February 19th. That's right. It's February 19th, 2011. And just got home from work. And I'm tired. And I'm waiting for some food to get finished in the oven. And then I can go ahead and partake in that yumminess. But before I do, I actually wanted to make a video and get it out there into cyberspace. I don't think anyone says cyberspace anymore, like except for like creepy people or people from like who are using the internet during the early 90s. Cyberspace. So I was just gonna say, this is for everybody. Everybody watches my videos. This is for you. I wish I could give it to you, but know that it's in my heart to you, or something like that. So, I actually tried making some videos earlier today, and it didn't quite work out so well. I was doing some testing with different software for doing screencasting, because, I don't really want to keep making or make really long videos and not really introduce some new things. And some things I wanted to do were screencasting like articles and videos, and just kind of having a little bit more of a mixed media, mixed approach in general, mixed source. So unfortunately all the videos came out really laggy, and so they just weren't too like viewable at all. So I'll keep trying. I know that I had luck with one piece of software, but for some reason it's just not working since the last Mac OS X update. So I might just actually do all of this in Windows. So that's enough techno babble from me. But I'm not sure if any of you heard. So in Boston, Governor Deval Patrick of Massachusetts, yesterday, in a private session with some staff members and other staff members who are transgendered, as well as other supporters, signed an executive order basically saying that state employees or government employees in Massachusetts can no longer be discriminated based on gender identity. And that doesn't cover state laws, but the hopes is that it'll kind of be an example for others to follow, and maybe kind of just be the big step among bigger steps, and hopefully like some good stuff will happen. And also too, one thing that I'm really excited about is here in Asheville, North Carolina, there's going to be a resolution for full equality of Asheville citizens, is what the resolution is called. And it has pretty much all of that good stuff, but for all Asheville citizens. Discrimination protection in the workplace and hiring, LGBTQ, anti-bullying policies in school, LGBTQ. So like, and domestic partnership registry, so people can file for certain benefits. I don't know the specifics on that, as well as adoption, which is pretty awesome. And it just goes on, and there's really powerful stuff. And while it's still in a very finite location, I'm really hoping that it'll be a nice example. Well, I mean, it is a nice example, but I hope it's like something that pushes other areas in North Carolina, in the county, elsewhere in the country, to really stop ignoring us folks who kind of identify in multiple parts of that spectrum. So I know that I faced a lot of work discrimination when it comes to hiring, and I know that in terms of education with my current workplace, a lot of that, I feel like folks are already understanding, but at the same time, a lot of education had to come from my own self. So it's, there's a lot of work that needs to get done. So I'm excited about that. That resolution is going to be voted on this upcoming Tuesday, the 22nd. So we have a really fun event planned for that day too. So I'm wishing that lots of luck. And I'm just like looking at my list here of things. See, the advantage of having screencasting is I can just toggle the camera so you don't see me, and then you see the article, and then you can switch back, and then all sorts of weird things and cool things. And so those are a couple of things, and I probably am going to save some of these other points. What I do sometimes is I'll send emails to myself about things I'd like to cover in videos. It's a new, well, not always, it's a new practice, rather, and just to have a little bit more form in what I broadcast. So I think I might save these things, and they kind of have to do with some of the things that shaped the ways with which I dress and prepare, some of the ways that have shaped my ideas of passing, also divorcing masculinity and the early parts of my transitioning, and all sorts of different things. So there's a really lot of fun stuff that I'm actually just going to save until I can figure this out. But if I don't, then I'll try to find a way to integrate this so that it works. And besides, I'm tired, so I start to get all mumbly. But I want to say that a coworker of mine gave me flowers today, and it's the first time I ever had flowers as a trans woman. So it was really thoughtful, and I just really feel like kind of crying, and I don't know, sad and happy at the same time. It's like, I've always liked flowers. I used to be a florist for about 1.5 years while I started college, and when I would work there, people would ask me stories about what's this flower over here, and I would make up a name, or I'd try to remember a name that my boss would say, this is a stargazer, and I'd be like, it's an astragalus, and in ancient Greece, and I'll make up something, and of course those plants, I don't believe that they grow in ancient Greece. Or did they? I mean, they did not, rather. But I've always just loved flowers, and they make me so happy, and I could just stare at them for hours. So that's why I've got the flower in my ear, and it's funny too. My desktop background is a field of sunflowers. So I don't know. It's the mood that I'm in. I love flowers. I love sunflowers. Those are my favorite flowers. And I don't know. I was just thinking, like, why haven't I gotten more flowers? What's wrong? What's wrong with people? Still have a cough. But I'm actually going to end my video here and keep it at a nice clean 10 minutes. But thanks for watching, and wish me luck as I try to set up all that screencasting stuff, and I hope you're all doing well. Alright, take care.